Hi, I'm Mindy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my December TBR, and this is going to be a very exciting month because there are two really great events that I will be participating in. The first one I'm actually co-host for, and that is Ghosts of Christmas Past, Resurrecting a Tradition, which was created by Revenant Reads and is also co-hosted by Book Time with Elvis, Book Blather, Raynor Read Stuff, and Cobalt Dragon, as well as myself. And this reading event is all about reading ghost stories for Christmas. And these ghost stories can be like from the tradition in Victorian times, Victorian ghost stories, or they can be modern ghost stories. The other event that I will be participating in is Holiday Hell, which is hosted by Slime and Slashers, and this is a reading, watching, and activity-thon, all things holiday. And it's great because you can read whatever you want, watch whatever you want, and then there's a list of prompts and you see how many prompts it fits to see whether you're on the nice list or the naughty list. So yeah, anything you want to read fits in it, and it's just going to be celebrating holiday season with others. It's fun. My TBR this month, I am trying to be more reasonable with myself. My for sure TBR is only 6 books this month. Hey, not bad. It's not 22. It's not above 20, so go me. But I do have a ton of books that are maybes that I could add in if I finish my 6 books. And I'm going to start with those 6. Those are book club picks and read-alongs that I know I'm going to read in December. The first one is for Ghosts of Christmas Past. We have a group read for The Old Nurse's Story by Elizabeth Gaskell, which is a Victorian Christmas ghost story, and I'm so excited to read it with everyone on Voxer. I will have my announcement video down below, which has the Voxer link, and all of my co-hosts and Vin from Revenant Reads will be linked down below, so you can check them out. However, The Old Nurse's Story is not the only story in this anthology, Yuletide Frights. Edited and introduced by William P. Simmons. And these are a lot of classic Victorian ghost stories for Christmas. There's stories from Charles Dickens, which I would like to read the 2 stories in here by Charles Dickens. There's also J.S. Le Fanu and M.R. James, Nathaniel Hawthorne, Algernon Blackwood, and many others. I am planning on reading more than just one ghost story for this event, and I'll be supplementing all my reading with little ghost stories. I have another book of Victorian ghost stories, by James Skip Borlase, The Screaming Skull, and other stories. So I'll be reading some more Victorian ghost stories. Then I have a collection of more modern winter ghost stories in the tradition of Victorians reading ghost stories for Christmas, and this is the haunting season with modern authors, all ghost stories, so I'll be mixing those in. Another ghost story that is not necessarily the shortest, but is pretty short, that I could read for this readathon is The Woman in Black by Susan Hill. So I might be reading that. Another ghost story that's wintry. It's not short, but it could still count. I have on my shelf is The Winter People by Jennifer McMahon, and very wintry, and a ghost story. I could read any or all of these for Ghosts of Christmas Past, and they all would work perfectly for Holiday Hell as well. The only one that's officially on my TBR is The Old Nurse's Story, but I want to read more. The next book on my for sure TBR for December is All the White Spaces by Allie Wilkes. Another great winter themed book, and this is a horror book for the Spine Breakers book club, hosted by Brad Proctor on his Discord channel, and it's a perfect book for winter, so it fits nicely into my theme I got going here. The next book I'll be reading in December is Midnight's Lair by Richard Lehman. This is the last month for the Year of Lehman, hosted by Slime and Slashers and Secrets Read. And December is a choose your own Lehman, and this is one I actually have on my shelf, Midnight's Lair. I don't know if it's wintry, I'm guessing not, but it seems dark and gloomy, cold maybe, because it's in a big cave or something like that. So my last book for Year of Lehman. Next book that I'll read in December is The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz. And this is the book club pick for the Thrill, Kill, or Chill book club, hosted by the Bookish Drummer and Chapter Conundrum. Another great wintry book. This one is a thriller taking place in a isolated setting, writing retreat. Things go awry. I've heard good things about it and wanted to read it for a long time. Had that on my shelf forever, and finally getting it read. Exciting. The fifth book on my official TBR is Dr. Sleep by Stephen King. This is the sequel to The Shining. It takes place many years later, and this is for the Stephen King book club, which is hosted by the Bookish Drummer and Ian the Reader. We will see what I think of Dr. Sleep. Does The Shining need a sequel? I'm on the fence with that, but we'll see if it's good. And the last book that I know I'm gonna read in December is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. And this is for the I'm With the Band book club, hosted by Reading This Life on Fable, and this is the second book in the Court of Thorn and Roses series. And the first book, I had some little niggling problems with it, but was super fast and enjoyable read. Totally entertaining, and really, what more could you ask for? So I'm looking forward to seeing where this story goes. I have a big stack of maybes. 6 books, I can do that pretty easily. I have room for a few maybes, and I don't know which one of these it will be. I pulled so many winter books off my shelves, winter and holiday books, and I want to read them all. I like to read on my Kindle when I am on holiday when I am in bed. So Kindle is a lot lighter to drop on your face than a big old book. I like to read my Kindle in bed most times. And with no more ARCs, hopefully by the end of this month, I need an ebook to read. And I was looking through my Kindle, and a good one I found is Snowblind by R. St. Clair. So I might be picking that up, especially when I go see family for Christmas. And very excited to read another R. St. Clair book, our own from BookTube, Regina's Haunted Library. If I need more than 3 audiobooks, because 3 out of 6 of my planned books are audiobooks, I have Hark the Herald Angels Scream anthology. I have it available on Everand and Audible, so I could listen to that if I get done with my 3 audiobooks. And now for my books I've pulled off my shelf. Oh, one more, not from my shelf yet. When I finish all my ARCs, I am almost done with one. I have one halfway done, and then I have 2 more to go. I am still thinking I'm gonna finish those by the end of the month for some reason. That is ridiculous. But I am going on vacation for the rest of the month, so I'll only be reading from my Kindle whenever I have time to read. So it's possible, maybe. But I'll be able to open 7 boxes in a big unboxing video in the beginning of December, and one of those books is perfect for December, and that is Candy Cane Kills by Brian McCauley, and I really want to read that slasher, Christmas slasher. That would be so much fun. It's a little novella, so it shouldn't take any time at all to read, and yes, I'm hoping I can get to that one. I already gave you my maybes and for ghost stories, but I have some more here, like Krampus the Yule Lord by Brom. I just picked this one up from Pango, and I just finished Slewfoot by Brom, and I loved it. And I would love to see what he does with Krampus. If I'm feeling a wintry fantasy book, I could pick up The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. The first book in a fantasy series that I've been putting off for too long and would love to read, and perfect for winter. I also have Snow by Ronald Malfi. Takes place on Christmas Eve, I think. Yep. And a big blizzard. Perfect for my wintry theme. I have Lucky Girl, a Krampus story by M. Rickert. Tiny. Could definitely fit this one in very easily. This is a Krampus story, but I've heard it's like very loosely a Krampus story. More like it's about a person telling a Krampus story. I don't know, at a holiday party. I don't know. And then I have a couple of thrillers. Winter thrillers I could read, like The Drift by C.J. Tudor. Gotta love thrillers taking place in snowstorms, blizzards, whatever. And here's another one, 5 Total Strangers by Natalie D. Richards. Another snowbound thriller that I could add in. Those are all my maybes, So 6 for sure, and a whole bunch maybes. And I have to choose just a few from that stack. We'll see. We'll see where my reading takes me. And I would love to know if you've read any of these books. What did you think of them? Which from my maybe stack should I prioritize? And if nothing else, maybe these are great recommendations for holiday horror and a few others that are set in winter and holiday time. I'd also love to know if you are participating in either of these events. And I will be back very soon with another book-related video. Thanks. Bye.